Hey, my name's James Nicholson. Welcome to this week's property news. Another busy week. Every week I'm going to say that. Maybe in the next couple of weeks as it leads up to Christmas, things will get a little quieter. But this week we've had lenders dropping rates. We've had the rate which the lenders get has dropped as well, indicating that we could see a Bank of England rate cut in the next couple of weeks. And other lenders likely would cut rates prior to that as well. We've had rents that are going up at a rapid rate. We've had house prices that surprisingly went up and much, much more. There's loads to cover as normal. Now, if you're new around here and you haven't before, do make sure you subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. We've got 500,000 people watch this channel every single month. If we could just get 50 more thousand subscribers, we'd hit that 100,000 very, very quickly. By subscribing, you'll get the latest house price news, interest rate news, property investing tips, and much, much more. And let's get some views on this video. Your part in this is simple. All you need to do is smash like, tick or like, do something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that really has helped the channel grow. So thanks to everyone that does that. So, a busy week as always. Been busy for me. I've been ill this week. You can probably tell in some of the videos my voice was a little squeaky, and on a few of the days no videos were out at all. So yeah, it was a difficult week. We're just catching up with everything now. So if you've emailed us for any reason, we'll get back to you by the end of today. So what is going on in the news? Well, selective licensing is back in the news. And I did a video on that, which was pretty popular. And selective license is something that councils can apply to get. It was difficult before. It was quite, they had to really validate why they would want landlords to have a license and what improvements they could expect in their area. But last Christmas, pretty much this time last year, Labour made it easy for any council to get it, so why wouldn't they? And a selective license means that landlords have to pay a fee to the council, around about £1,000, and that lasts for 5 years, that license. And the goal in that time is that they improve the stock in that area. So Hackney Council have launched this. They've got potentially millions in revenue that they're going to generate off the back of this. And my argument was that I don't think this really improves all the areas that it's in. So I've got property in Hastings. They had selective license for a period of time, and all you did was pay money. I didn't even have to show them my gas safe or my EICR or any safety records at all. And more importantly, no one even came and looked at the property. But you guys have said various areas are different. Nottingham, a lot of people says they do inspect the property. A couple of people said they have had inspections in Liverpool. Other people haven't had inspections in Liverpool. So these are revenue generating exercises, in my opinion, but they're another cost to landlords that are being added in the Hackney area. And I think you're going to see more councils do this, because why wouldn't they? It's easy money for them. So that's a discussion. Go and check out the longer video on selective licensing. You find all these videos by clicking below this video where it says Property Accelerator, clicking on the videos, and then looking in the last week, you'll see a video related to it. So, rents going up. Loads of different content about that. And this week, we did a little bit of a deep dive on Knight Frank. Can't remember what the guy's full name was. I know his surname was Mr. Gammon, or Gammon, which some people found funny. My little girl Amelie would have found that hilarious. But yeah, so Mr. Gammon did a report from Knight Frank, and he's saying that the market is shrinking. So they're seeing landlords giving Section 21 notices. That means a lack of supply. And that means that rents are going up, and they're expecting that the rents will go up significantly in 2026 and 2027 because of that. And this kind of data is, we're seeing this from lots of different sources. I don't think anyone can really argue that rents are going to go up over the next few months. And definitely over the next few years. There's a lot of Section 21s out there at the moment, a lot of potential evictions for people. So yeah, we've got to keep an eye on that. So that's one thing that we're looking at here. Next is lenders cutting rates. So mortgage rates, this is good. We want mortgage rates to go down, and a number of lenders have cut rates. Now, this is going to be ahead of the Bank of England cutting rates in a couple of weeks. And so lenders that we borrow from, you and I borrow from, let's say we borrow from NatWest, Barclays, Santander, HSBC, well, they borrow from a bigger bank, and that bigger bank sets their rate on something called the SONIA swap, and that kind of predicts where they feel the Bank of England is going to go. So that rate is predicting the Bank of England is going to cut rates in December. And so it's reduced. That means your bank can get money cheaper. And so already they're passing those costs on to us. Barclays has a deal at 3.6. There's lots of deals under 4% now. And in fact, there's one deal with HSBC where they give you £2,000 cash back. So do check out that video on all of those new deals that are in the market. I think you're going to see some more, but then what I also think will happen, as happened in August, is once they do that cut, I don't think you'll see lenders cutting much more because they're already pricing in the cut now, if that makes sense. So they're ahead of where they think the Bank of England is going to go. If you're on a fixed rate or a tracker mortgage, of course, those will go down. But I don't think you'll see a massive drop after the Bank of England cuts. I think we're seeing that moving into that. So that's what's happening there. We talked about the boiler scheme this week. That was a popular video. And so the government has extended the boiler scheme. They put new products on there. They've got something called an air-to-air heat pump that you can use. I've never even heard of one of those before, if I'm totally honest. But the thing is, you can get these as a landlord now as well. And so landlords have this real concern about the EPC stuff. And so you could maybe sit at a D already, but maybe getting a grant, getting a new boiler might be enough to get you up to that level C. Then you don't have the stress of worrying about this. They talked about heat pumps as being in there as well, boilers, and you can get up to $7,500. So that's definitely a scheme that you should be checking, seeing the eligibility, where you live, checking the suppliers. Get involved. Like you might as well. These are grants, not loans. So once you get the money, you don't have to pay anything back as well. So that's a win. Now, how does that get funded? That gets funded by your energy bill. Now they take a pot, or they have a tax on top of your energy bill to fund all this stuff. So you might as well take advantage of it and try and get yourself some of that grant money. What else have we got going on? Mortgage approvals. Let's talk about that. So I haven't made the video on that yet, but you'll see that in the next few days. Mortgage approvals are down again. In October, they were down 600. So what that means is that there's less buyers coming into the market at the moment. That's not good if you're trying to sell. It means the market's not going to be on an absolute tearaway at the beginning of 2026 as it started this year. So what we'll see is a fairly slow market still. Now, that could be because not lots of people applied for mortgages because of the budget uncertainty. And maybe now we'll see the November and the December data pick up. Now we've got the budget out the way. Some people felt it wasn't as bad as it could have been, but it'd be interesting to track that. It's always important to know all the different data points and know, look, how many people are coming in the market? Because if it massively declines, 600 is a lot of people, but it's not a huge decline. If it halved or went down by a quarter, you know that means we're in for a real slowdown in the market. So mortgage applications, we need to have a look at that. House prices, let's talk about that. This was a surprising one. So house prices, according to Nationwide, are up 0.3% for the month, which was a shock for a lot of people. That's the November data. It's sold house prices. It's just Nationwide's data. So that includes their brand's Virgin Money. It includes the Mortgage Works as well. But it's interesting to see that they saw that go up, even though the months leading into this, we had so much budget uncertainty. interesting how that works out. So it'd be great to see what's going on with that. Is there anything else that we need to talk about? I don't think so. I think that's the main news this week. There's a lot going on, as always. We're hoping that very soon we're going to start getting this leasehold stuff through. The government promised us the Leasehold and Common Hold Act draft before the end of the year. Only got a few weeks left, so I'm hoping to share that with you. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. As soon as I've got it, I'll be sharing it on the channel. Last thing before you go, you're very close to running out of Cyber Week. It's been absolutely crazy this week. And Cyber Week is basically where you can get the property accelerator. We launched it a couple of weeks ago. Then we had a Black Friday deal on it. And since then, in Cyber Week, we've added more stuff to it. So you're going to get training on serviced accommodation, training on refurbishments. You're going to get training now, a new training on auctions. Anyone that's already purchased gets that included as well. And anything we add in the future, you'll get today at the lowest price. Next week, it goes up massively. It's £169 today. So go and check it out while you're here before it goes. How do you get it? It's in the description. It's in the first comment. Do also check out all the other content as well on this channel, including this video right here.